From the heart of God to the heart of my teachers and to my heart, we touch all of your heart, your crown, your soul, with divine love, with inner healing, with sweetness, inner beauty, and divine bliss. Let all of this manifest spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically in every cell of your body. So be it. Inhale the blessing. Hold your breath. Exhale. Share this with your families and your loved ones. Inhale the blessings, the love. Hold. Exhale. Share this with your friends. Inhale the blessing. Hold. Exhale, share this with the entire earth.
This is an ancient art.
It is a path, a shortcut to happiness.
Initially, I didn't think it could go beyond healing.
Within 2 months, we were back on track, normal. The business was booming, and since then, it's been going great guns.
The doctor said it was a miracle for our baby.
And in one day, the blood clots were out of my system.
Pranic healing was a huge lifesaver for me, literally.
From the wheelchair to the crutches, and now I'm able to walk again.
Anyone with 2 hands and a willingness to learn can be a Pranic healer.
Whether you choose God or Allah or any other system, the ultimate thing is that there's prosperity everywhere.
Today, for many years, I haven't had a problem with sinusitis. I don't get headaches. I haven't fallen sick.
You have to experience pranic healing to become a true believer in it. Once you experience the effect that it has on your health and on your emotions, it absolutely changes your life.
Pranic healing is a very advanced form of energy healing therapy that has been synthesized by a great teacher named Grandmaster Twakok Sui into something that ordinary people can easily learn and can easily apply to their lives.
Everything in pranic healing is energy.
In pranic healing, we have 2 principles. One is a principle of self-recovery and the other is a principle of life force.
If you think about it, when someone dies, the organs still exist. The heart is still there, there's still blood, the brain. What is it that stops the heart from beating? Or what is it that stops or takes the life out of the system? According to ancient Indian tradition, this energy or this literally life force that keeps the body alive is called prana.
Prana, called differently in different languages, holds the same meaning across cultures. But the concept remains the same across the globe. It is the energy constant. Everything in nature has prana. That includes you, me, and us all. For years, science has dedicated itself to find the secret of prana. But in spite of its latest gadgets and technologies, science has not been able to solve the greatest mysteries of the universe. Prana is a concept that every living human being can be made aware of, as we are all born with it.
But prana is not a concept that is only Indian. You know, in Hebrew it's called ruah, in other language it's called pneuma. So all over the world they accept prana as chi, as ki, as a life force that keeps us alive. It's not just an Indian term.
Prana is that life energy which keeps the body alive and healthy. Pranic healing is an ancient science and art of healing that utilizes prana to heal the whole physical body.
When the person is imbalanced, when the person is sick, something happens to the body. The body, this physical body, okay, has an energy body already, how should we say, experimented, seen, and this is what we work on. This energy body we call the etheric body. Normally, or more commonly, it is called the aura. Now, when a person is sick, the aura is affected. The aura becomes dirty. We call that the dirty energies. So, pranic healing is based on the principle of diseased energy. So, what do? We clean up this diseased energy and we replace this diseased energy with clean energy. So it is a principle of cleansing and energizing.
Pranic healing, amongst other esoteric sciences, deals with the aura and its manipulation. It is a technique where the healer uses his or her hands, moving in a set pattern to cleanse and energize the diseased aura.
Cut. In pranic healing, Master Chua describes the energy body in three parts: the inner aura, the health aura, and the outer aura. This illustration will help to explain what we're talking about. The inner aura is an energy field that interpenetrates the physical body and extends beyond it by about 4 to 5 inches. When we say interpenetrates the body, what we mean is it's like a sponge that's soaked in water. When a sponge is soaked in water, the water is inside the sponge and outside. Similarly, the inner aura is both inside the body and extends beyond the body. As can be seen in this illustration, the inner aura follows the contours of the body. And in fact, in his book, Master Chua calls it the invisible physical body. And it is that. Just as we have two eyes in the physical body, there are two energy eyes in the energy body. You have an energy heart, an energy liver. And in pranic healing, this is the focus of our healing work.
Just like in the physical body, we have very important organs. Within our inner aura, we have very important chakras, or called energy centers. Now, these energy centers are like power stations that absorb energy and distribute it to the energy body around and also our physical organs.
Generally accepted by other esoteric sciences are 7 chakras, which are connected to each of the endocrine glands. But in pranic healing, we deal with a total of 11 chakras and more.
Corresponding to the blood vessels are what we call the nadis or the meridians. So we work on this, especially the chakras and the aura.
In pranic healing, we study how to use the center of the palms to absorb what we call prana or life force and transfer it to people for healing purposes.
The palm, used as a tool to bless or transfer positive energy, has been a symbol through ages of all divine representations. Pranic healing, besides using the hands, also uses an external tool called the bioplasmic disposal unit, a solution of water and salt used to neutralize negative energy.
This is very interesting. If a person gets sick, if a human being gets sick, okay, then all the other, aspects of the human being can get sick. What about our finances? What about our wallets? They get sick in that, in another sense. So healing can be done on any aspect of mankind. So we have healing of, I would say, the wallet, right? Healing of our finances, healing of a business, healing of our, how do you call that, our projects, our goals, so every aspect of life is part and parcel of pranic healing.
The founder of pranic healing is Master Chua Kok Sui from the Philippines, a seeker and a businessman with a scientific bent of mind. He spent over 20 years in the research and development of prana and the technique of pranic healing. He also introduced twin hearts meditation, opening the doorways to the heart and the mind, and Arhatic yoga, showing each seeker the path.
The interesting part about Master is that he himself is a scientist, and being a chemical engineer, he has brought...
To get to the autocorrect healing tools, you press J. So you just press J in order to jump to these right here. And let's just talk about these one by one, starting with the red eye tool. So in order to use the red eye removal tool, in theory, all you should have to do is click, and that will get rid of the red eye. Sometimes it doesn't work that easily, so you need to click and drag, and maybe do it a couple of times, and then you're done, and then you're done, and that's all that there really is to it. You can adjust things right there, but the automatic values should work. The spot healing brush here, let's switch out images right here. The spot healing brush, in theory, should be able to look at something such as a wire and then be able to remove them automatically. While there are options that you can right-click on, I suggest changing the size with just the square bracket key. So, with just the square bracket key, so just hitting that key makes it bigger, that key makes it smaller, and with the spot healing brush, you just be able to wipe across it and it will get rid of it. If you want to have a little bit more control, so you can see it became a little bit splotchy up here. If you want a little bit more control, the healing brush gives you that. And the way the healing brush works is instead of just clicking and dragging, you hit Alt, then you click in order to sample, and then you drag, and it copies and pastes from the place that you hit Alt to the place down here. If you right-click, it's the same options that you get, and it gives you slightly more control. In general, you want to use sampled, you want to uncheck aligned, and current and below is almost always the right option. And that's just in case you have a color adjustment layer. It's good practice to do it that way. Next tool, the patch tool. The way that this works is you select around an area like this, you click and drag, and it copies and pastes that in. So there we go. We have it fixed right there. Not a problem. Obviously, if you have a more troublesome area like this, the patch tool isn't going to do such a good job, and nor will the others. And then right-clicking gives you, pretty standard options that don't help you all that much. Content-aware Move tool is a new feature inside of Photoshop CS6, and it has two main options. It's actually two tools in one. One is Move, and one is Extend. So with Move, what you do here, let's just select around this, and now if I click and drag this down here, in theory, it should set the head down here. So it takes a little bit to analyze, and then it should get rid of it up there and set it down there. Perfect. The other thing that it allows you to do is extend. So if I go to extend, I can actually just push this in this direction, and it should get rid of this bit of ear, get rid of all of that, and we're making it so the cow is just a little bit smaller right there. So going from this to this. And obviously we need to go in and adjust some of those things up there. For the full 4-hour Photoshop crash course, click on the link below. And to get more of the tools, just click on this link inside of the video itself. Thanks for joining me.